This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, PennDOT had representatives in downtown Hazleton on Friday afternoon. We have the word on the streets next. Good evening and thanks for joining us on this Friday. This is FYI and I'm Ken Cara. The unexpected death of actor Robin Williams is prompting discussion on depression and suicide. FYI's Lisa Sugart sat down with two women who are involved with an organization that deals with just that.
The world is still reacting to the loss of Robin Williams, and it has triggered much discussion about depression and suicide. Joining me today are two women who know that subject matter firsthand. To my left is Tricia Passeri, a psychotherapist, and Samantha Neiman, who is a survivor of suicide and also the program coordinator for Help Stop the Silence Suicide Prevention and Support Group. Both of these ladies are facilitators of the group. Samantha, I'm going to start with you. What was your reaction when you heard about Robin Williams?
My initial reaction, I think, was just bringing up, fresh feelings of my own in regard to my son who took his life. But it was also a reminder to me that someone such as Robin Williams, who's known around the world to make people laugh, and he was just proof now that, no one is immune to these types of problems. And I think they're the first things that came to my mind.
I think so many people were shocked because of what you said. He was there to make us all laugh. So everybody thought that he was, happy and healthy. But depression is a mental disorder. And so tell people exactly what it is. And is there still a stigma associated with it?
Unfortunately, there is a significant stigma associated with mental illness. And because of that, it shies people away from getting the help and treatment that has been proven. It often leads to isolation and feelings of rejection. And mental illness is a medical disorder that affects your mood and behavior and thinking, just as diabetes is a medical disorder of the pancreas. And we need to get people to stop feeling shame about talking about mental illness. 1 in 4 adults are affected by mental illness every year. So it's not an isolated incident. It's something that every one of us is party to. And if you don't realize that, you're in denial. 1 in 4 people, so everyone knows at least 4 people, it affects one of them.
And it also affects the people then that are left behind to deal with this. So as you said, it made you relive again the horror that you had gone through over your son, Kyle. So what would be the message you have for people, that maybe are depressed and worried? Like, there is help for them, and you don't want someone else to be in your shoes.
Absolutely. I think my message always to them is, to find the strength and find someone that you can confide in that would help you. It doesn't necessarily have to even be a doctor. It could be a crisis line. It could be a website. It could be a friend, anyone that you feel comfortable that you can reach out to and get that support. I think that as everyone learning the news also of Robin Williams, it was a shock and awe for them, and the survivors that are left behind, we feel that pain every single day, losing a family member. So, also having that person who's contemplating suicide try to understand the people that he's going to affect, or he or she is going to affect by this, also can save those left behind from that pain if they can just reach out to somebody.
Absolutely, and we hope that we will, or that they will. And there are so many places to turn. We're going to put up on our screen right now all the different phone numbers and websites that are available. Your support group that you guys are involved with is Help Stop the Silence Suicide Prevention and Support. So, Tricia, I guess, What would you advise for someone out there right now that may be worried that they're feeling depressed?
Well, I would say go either see your general practitioner, go to a social service agency. If they can help you, they'll direct you to someone who can. And there is help and there is hope.
All right. Very well said, ladies. I thank you both. And we're going to have more in the coming days about the support group that these ladies facilitate and how that helps so many people as well. Again, the number's up on your screen. If you or someone you know is in need of any help, please don't be afraid to take that step.
Thanks, Lisa. Again, an important topic, and you can see part 2 of Lisa's interview very soon on FYI. And now some good news for the greater Hazleton area. PennDOT issued its semi-annual update of its 12-year plan for road construction, and the extension of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce Beltway made the list. The extension of State Route 424 will provide a secondary access to the Humboldt Industrial Park and second access to Interstate 81 from the industrial park. Meanwhile, PennDOT had a presence in downtown Hazleton today. The state agency set up shop as part of the weekly farmers market that's held on Fridays on Broad Street.
Today we're down here at the farmers market promoting safety. We brought some of our safety literature and give out to the public to talk about the school bus safety, back to school bus safety, and pedestrian safety. There's new crosswalks here in Hazleton, and we want people to be familiar with the new crosswalks.
Today's visit comes on the heels of a newly paved roadway through downtown known as the Broad Street Corridor Project.
Most of the project is complete. They're just doing some final stages in the project. You can see how beautiful it looks out here. The trees are planted and all the light posts are done. Just a few more little odds and ends to be done, and they should be complete. All that long time it took, it's finally finished.
And thanks to PennDOT spokesman Mike Toludo for taking some time to speak with us today. The latest unemployment figures from the State Department of Labor and Industry show Pennsylvania's unemployment rate rose 5.7% in July. This was the first gain since June of 2012. The Commonwealth rate was 0.5 of a point below the U.S. rate of 6.2%. That was also up 0.1 of a point in July. Well, if you are in need of a job, Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre will host a job fair for several part-time positions on Tuesday and Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. and then from 4 until 6 p.m. Available part-time positions include box office ticket sellers, changeover laborers, security guards, ushers, ticket takers, parking attendants, concession cashiers, and cooks, bartenders, warehouse workers, and more. For more information, visit smgworld.com. A civil complaint filed against Victor Perez was dismissed today in Hazleton. Perez is the president of the Dominican House in Hazleton. 3 former board members of the Dominican House filed the complaint. In the complaint, Carlos Molden, Robert Arias, and Fernando Diaz alleged that Perez used the organization's funds for personal expenses and asked Perez to repay $2,000. District Judge Joseph Zola dismissed the complaint on the grounds that Molden, Arias, and Diaz did not provide the necessary documentation in order for the case to move forward. FYI did reach out to both sides for comment, however they chose not to talk on camera. Well, back in June, FYI told you about a new management company that had taken over the Laurel Mall. At that time, Lexington Realty International from New Jersey announced improvements planned for the mall to make it a family destination. One of the improvements, a new play place for kids, which was officially unveiled today. The play place was made custom for the Laurel Mall by a company in New Jersey. It's 1,200 feet of fun with 12 different pieces for the kids to play with.
It's really important to make a mall not just a place for shopping, but also a place for families to gather, come, be together, maybe get something to eat, maybe buy something for the kids, and just have a place for the kids to unwind and have a little fun.
For all the adults out there, the Beninas Winery will be opening in the Laurel Mall next week, and Sophia's Jewelry is coming soon in the space where Howard's Jewelers used to be, and the Laurel Mall also plans to have another anchor store in place by early 2015. Tonight we have news from the desk of Cunningham Borough Council. Council will hold its regularly scheduled meeting on Tuesday at 7 p.m. at the Cunningham Borough Building on Main Street. And here's a reminder to pick up your copy of the Standard Speaker each and every day for local news, sports, and more. And go to their website, standardspeaker.com, for breaking news. Coming up on FYI News 13 in sports, we'll preview our very special FYI weekend story. And when we come back after this break, we'll introduce you to some people who will be rocking the block this weekend in Hazleton.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
A big event taking place this Saturday at the Pine Street Playground in Hazleton. It is a mix of fun and fellowship. It is the annual Rockin' the Block, which is sponsored by Faith Assembly of God Church in Hazel Township. And Pastor Sal Reyes is here with me today. He is the outreach pastor for the church. This is a great event that you've been doing for quite a few years.
Yes, ma'am. About 8 years. This will be the 8th year now that we're doing it.
Now, what triggered it and how successful has it been?
Well, originally, they wanted to find a way to connect with the community, and so they just figured, let's go out and do it. And it's evolved over the years, and it's turned into something really special.
Now, this is an event taking place at the Pine Street Playground, but you don't have to be a member of Faith Assembly of God Church to attend, correct? This is for everybody watching.
Right. This is actually a community event, so you don't have to be a part of our church. Just please come down and have fun, and there's so many things to do. So we'd just love to come and be a blessing for you.
Tell us about all those many things that will be taking place this Saturday between noon and 4.
Okay, well, if you have children, bring them down, register, and we have free backpacks full of school supplies. We have 500 bags of groceries we're giving away, free haircuts, free family photos. We have a dental booth, health screenings, and we also have a gospel tent there. Oh, and free Bibles.
So, wow, these are a lot of wonderful things that you're presenting for free to the community. What's been the response in the past? Obviously, you're continuing it, so it must have been pretty good.
Oh, it's great. You know, I forgot to mention we have a giant kid zone, too, with inflatables, and the fire company comes down, and so the people just love it. They come, it's packed, it's a great time.
Well, that's taking place this Saturday between noon and 4 at the Pine Street Playground. One last pitch, Pastor. Tell us why everybody should come out this Saturday.
Everybody should come out and let us love on you for a while and just come have a great time. It'll be a lot of fun.
All right, a lot of free things for the family, a lot of fun for the kids, plenty of fellowship. It's all happening as part of Rockin' the Block this Saturday, noon to 4 at the Pine Street Playground. Don't miss it.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Look at this beautiful fall day in downtown Hazleton. That's not file footage. That was from this afternoon. Crazy weather around the area recently, but look at the farmers market. Always a good time, and they have some great stuff on Broad Street. So come on down for the remaining weeks of the farmers market. Let's check out the FYI weather from the National Weather Service tonight. Expect a partly cloudy night with a low of 50. Saturday looks decent. Sunny with a high near 74. And then on Saturday night, we have a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Sunday, that chance of showers and thunderstorms sticks around before 10 a.m. The high will be 77 on Sunday night. We'll get down to 59 degrees. Monday is a partly sunny day. The high will be 73. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, or just a chance of showers at night, 30% chance. Tuesday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, and we'll keep that same chance around at night with a low of 60.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
This is a good community calendar tonight. Check it out. You're invited to a community dog walk. It's this Sunday, and it will benefit the Hazleton Animal Shelter. The walk is being hosted by Mystic Power Yoga, and it will be led by local dog trainer Arthur Bruno. Participants are asked to bring a donation for the animal shelter, and suggestions include dry dog, puppy, cat, and kitten food, canned dog food, pet toys, clay cat litter, collars, leashes, stainless steel bowls, pet beds, heavy-duty garbage bags, paper towels, office supplies, and more. Now, monetary donations are also welcome. The dog walk will leave from Mystic Power Yoga, and that is on Route 93 next to Becker Roofing, across from the entrance to the Laurel Mall, and the walk begins Sunday at 1:30 p.m. If you don't have a dog, you are still welcome to walk. For more information, you can call 582-9644. 241. Green screen time, winning Pennsylvania midday lottery numbers. The Daily 004, the Big Four 0918, Quinto 59349, Treasure Hunt 26819 and 20. We're talking BMX bike racing in sports next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
On FYI Weekend, we will have a special sports feature coming your way, and tonight we have a little preview of it. The feature is all about the Hazleton City View BMX track. The group is always looking for new members.
We encourage anybody who'd like to try the track out. A lot of people think you have to come up here and pay. Your first time on the track is free. The only thing that you need to do is wear long pants, long sleeve shirt, and we do have helmets up here for people to use. And I know one of the kids touched base before about bikes. It's not really just all about the bike. When you're first getting into BMX, my son will tell you that he had a Walmart bike. No offense, Walmart, but you know, as time got over, he got a better bike, and it's just, you got to see how well your kid is going to be interested in it. You're not going to go blow all kinds of money because it's an expensive sport. It can be expensive.
Hazleton City View BMX is a nonprofit that is very generous. They give to other nonprofits all the time. Just this year, they helped out a group against domestic violence. They donated bikes to the Assist for Autism Ironman Street Hockey Tournament and the Community Park Fishing Derby, and that's just naming a few. If you would like to help them out, you can go to hazletoncityview.com and look up Alicia's contact information. And remember to check out our feature story on the group on FYI Weekend. Well, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, I have a suggestion. The Sanctuary on Wyoming Street in Hazleton is having a wrestling and entertainment event on Sunday starting at 3 p.m. There will be a professional wrestling show plus a meet and greet with former World Boxing Association heavyweight champion Tim Witherspoon, and there will be an acoustic performance by Nick Coyle. Wait, I'm not done yet. They will also have a WWE SummerSlam viewing party to cap off the night. You can buy tickets at the door or you can reserve them at facebook.com/sanctuarypa. And here's a golf score on the FYI Standard Speaker Scoreboard. North Schuylkill, they knocked off Tamaqua. The Spartans' Hunter Mikatavage scored a 71, and that was the lowest score of the day. Right now, Ron Marchetti is in with short shots.
We are at mid-August and football season is almost upon us. Hi, everybody. This is Short Shots. The Yankees are slowly sinking into submission, but Derek Jeter has passed Honus Wagner to become number 6 on the all-time hit list at 3,431. He will end his career at number 6 behind number 5, Tris Speaker. The Rays will probably pass the Yankees this weekend in the standings. And how about the KC Royals? They are in first place at this moment, this late in the season for the first time since the 1980s. Mother of God, strange things are happening. 3 Hazel area Lady Cougars earned national honors as 2 juniors and 1 sophomore. Abby Sachs, Lexi Wolk, and Celine Podlesny were named to the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association all-regional team. They were only the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Hazel Lady Cougars to earn that prestigious honor. Becky Demko was the first in 2012. All 3 are doing super in the classroom also, and of course, all 3 will be back in the fall. Rory McIlroy won his 2nd straight major golf tournament and his 4th overall. He became only the 4th golfer in the last century to win 4 majors at 25 or younger. This one was the PGA in Louisville, Kentucky. 20-year-old NASCAR driver Kevin Ward Jr. was killed last Saturday night in an accident on a dirt track in New York. He was knocked out of the race by Tony Stewart. Then Ward climbed out of his car to confront Stewart on the track during a caution flag. Stewart had made a full lap. Ward was pointing at Stewart, but got too close and was hit by the back wheel of Stewart's car as he passed. Former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer became officially the new LA Clippers owner in the NBA for $2 billion. Ousted Donald Sterling, bought the Clippers in 1981 for $12 million. And last night, nearly 50 years after the Beatles' last live concert, Paul McCartney performed at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. It was the final event at the Stick, which is owned by the city, before it will be demolished for a planned housing, retail, entertainment development. Candlestick Park opened on April 12, 1960, when Vice President Richard Nixon threw out the first ball. It was where Willie Mays picked up his 3,000 hit in 1966. The Catch in 1982. Joe Montana to Dwight Clark. The Beatles' last concert in 1968. The World Series quake in Game 3 of the 1987 World Series. Jerry Rice's career record 126 TD, breaking Jim Brown's mark. Goodbye, Stick. Thanks for the memories. The HHS class of 1957 is in town tonight and tomorrow to celebrate their 57th reunion. Till Monday, stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
It's time for Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. 3 new releases this weekend. First, The Expendables 3 rated PG-13. Barney augments his team with new blood for a personal battle to take down the Expendables co-founder and notorious arms trader. Also the comedy Let's Be Cops rated R. 2 struggling pals dress as police officers for a costume party and become neighborhood sensations. And finally, The Giver. In a seemingly perfect community, a young boy is chosen to learn from an elderly man about true pain and pleasure of the real world. Still playing Into the Storm, Lucy, Step Up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Guardians of the Galaxy. For all the showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10 at 570-450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 570-450-7340. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Robert Lee Lucas, formerly of Freeland. Services will be held Monday at 1:15 p.m. in the Cavalry Cemetery. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Sister Francine Evans, formerly of Hazelton. Mass is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. in the Good Shepherd Roman Catholic Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazelton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call Smilax for all of your special events. 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Deetra Banning of Freeland. Deetra, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
The next time we meet will be for FYI weekend, and we have a special story about a longtime Freeland store closing their doors, so stay tuned for that. And we'll also have that Hazelton City View BMX story, so get ready. It's a big FYI weekend show coming your way. Until then, take it easy, everyone.